Canadian side, we've tripled the support for services to help people get started. But let me just close, Father, because I respect everyone's time, and I'll have a chance to meet with some of you individually down below. Let me say a special word of consideration for some of the most vulnerable newcomers to Canada, and those are the caregivers. Now, you know as well as I do that we have Filipino caregivers all around the world taking care of people's families. And at the same time taking care of their own families back home through their remittances. And we know that life can sometimes be very difficult, separated from their families. And we know that in some countries, in the Middle East and in Asia, that sometimes they are subject to terrible treatment and abuse and exploitation and injustice. And we want to do everything we can. We have in fact taken steps to do everything we can legally in Canada to ensure that those who come here are protected and do not face exploitation or injustice, but are able to live in dignity and work. I want to thank the caregivers and their spokespeople, their advocates, those who have fought for their interest, because they came to us and said there are cases of abuse. Yes, the situation in Canada is infinitely better than in probably anywhere else in the world. But there are situations where people, caregivers, are vulnerable. And so we brought in a whole package of legal and regulatory changes so that there is no more second medical. It's easier for them to get the hours required to become permanent residents. They no longer have to pay for the flight or the recruitment costs. There is now mandatory contract provisions and greater oversight of